Hello everyone, I am Erika of Beadingschool.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika. Today we are celebrating the 4th birthday of Beading School. I have lots of surprises, lots of beautiful colors and some thoughts for you. But before I would start, please let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me well? Rita says, good morning, everyone. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Rita, and happy birthday to the entire Beading School community. I am cheering for us with my Beading School coffee mug and even dressed in my special Beading School blues. As I think it's very nice to really mark these kinds of milestones with something special. Lutka is here with us. Linda, Shelley, Antoinette, Molly, Katja, Faye, Hannah, Anita, Christine, Sharon, Annette. Sharon says, hello everyone, see and hear you. Thank you so much, Sharon, for letting me know. Annette says, hello, happy anniversary. Lisette, Kimberly, Kata, Lita, Jessica, Irina, Linda, Merle, Orange Jam, Susan, Miriam, Joan, Irene, Jill, Terry, Sangeeta, Jen, Asta, and so many more beaters. So lovely ladies, welcome to this very special Coffee Time with Erika. Today we are celebrating the 4th birthday of Beading School and the Beading School community. We are celebrating 10,000 beaders on the Beading School Facebook page, 5,200 on the YouTube channel. We are celebrating 500 beading tutorials from 14 different bead artists. We celebrate the 8,000 beaders who received the news through our emails, and most importantly, the over 1,500 amazing, creative, open-hearted members of the Beading School Club. But these are only numbers, and there is so much more behind them. There are beautiful jewels where you have invested your time and your energy. You read step by step through the instructions and watched minute by minute the videos to learn what to do. In the meantime, you made mistakes. We made mistakes. Beads broke. We had to tear our work in progress pieces apart sometimes. We had to take a deep breath and start anew. Again and again, until we were happy and proud of what we held in our palms and what we showed to each other in the Beading School Club. And that is what matters. That accomplishment, pride, and the feeling of we did it together. There are also inspiring beads in our world that are so much more than sparkly pieces made of colorful glass. Our beads are mementos of a craft that has started to develop hundreds of years ago, and we are keeping it alive. And of course, we have here the smiling faces that come together in the club during No One Has to Bead Alone workshops, and also or Beading School Academy lunch breaks. These are the ingredients of the Beading School life. And these all bring color to this special Beading School life that we live together. They bring turquoise for creativity, they bring yellow for positive approach, and pink for compassion. Celebrations can have many different reasons. We don't have to wait for huge milestones. Every day brings us at least a small reason to celebrate. Life is made up of ups and downs, sunny days, sometimes also gray clouds, and also raindrops and rainbows. And that's how it's complete. Sometimes, no matter how hard we work, how much we believe that it will bring its fruits, sometimes our luck runs out. We can't always push through. Even the shamrock box has a bottom. Below all those beautiful golden and sparkling emerald green components. Nowadays, we live through challenging times. The whole world seems to be different. Pressure is on a higher level than before. It seems that expectations towards ourselves and towards each other have risen. And at the same time, we crave much more. We crave connections. We crave fulfillment. We crave to feel loved, to be important and appreciated, to feel special through our jewels and beyond. And no matter how the clouds and the raindrops come and go, we need to believe that there is a beautiful garden waiting for us. If, first of all, we let ourselves bloom. If we give our own garden some extra water and care, we need to become the most special person in our lives, and then we can give back to others. Fairy tales will enter our lives. Sometimes they are temporary guests in our premises, but a well cared for garden will attract more magic beyond everything what we have imagined to be possible. And today, at Beading Schools and the community's 4th birthday, that is the thought that I would like to share with you. I would like to ask you to care for yourselves, just as you take care of your loved ones. Give yourself the gift of the time to play, to forget a little bit about your worries. Rest so you can give back to your families, to your friends, to the club. Go easy on yourself, be kind to yourself. Just as you are with your best friend, become your own best friend. And that's how we can bloom together and create a colorful garden that reaches through countries and continents on our bead mats. And I caught the essence of this thought in the signature collection celebrating our 4th anniversary. As always, in the shades of pink and a bit of purple for compassion, yellow and gold for a positive approach, and turquoise to keep our creative spirit. It's called Let Me Bloom. And indeed, dear beaders, let yourselves bloom. Care for yourselves and be important for yourself. And then we can continue creating this beautiful place together. Cheers to 4 years together in the Beading School community, and cheers to many more. Thank you so much, dear beaders, for being and beading here together with me week by week. Thank you, dear team, and thank you, dear designers and partners, everyone who is part of this adventure. So cheers, everyone. And now I would like to show you what's inside that special collection. Before I would start, please let me know, dear ladies, if you can still hear me, if you can still see now my bead mat. And I would also like to ask you a question. Hands up, those beaders who are here with us already from the very beginnings. I see names who are for sure here for even more than 4 years, also for the Storytelling Jeweler Adventure. But let's see who has already celebrated a Beading School birthday together. Kata is here, and indeed we celebrated so many times, actually also in person with Kata. Linda says she can hear me and see me well still. Angelina also, Faye also, Miriam also. Thank you so much, ladies. Miriam is here also. Manuela, oh my God, so good to see you, Manuela. Anita Nitti is also here for many, many years. Tammy, Corinne, Martina, Mary, of course, Sherry. It feels very special, ladies, that with some of you, we had the luck to meet in person. With some of you, we share time in the Beading School Club, but it really has become like an extended family. And now, let's see, what do we have here today in turquoise, yellow, and fuchsia? So this is indeed the 4th collection that we are playing with for Beading School's birthday. And it comes in the 3 shades that are included in our mandala, the Beading School Mandala. And at the end, I will also show you what kind of beautiful jewels can you make. And of course, what you can learn thanks to the signature box. I also have something else on side that I will show a little bit later that also belongs to the box. But let's start with what my lovely colleagues put here. So first of all, what I see is a clasp and pendant holder from the Neumann factory from Germany. Last year, we managed to visit the Neumann factory together with Andrea, my lovely friend and colleague, and we learned that actually there is a connection between Jablonec, the Czech crystal valley where our beads are made, and the family Neumann, because originally they used to live in the Czech Republic. And face that the QR code does not work for some reason. I apologize for that. I will put in the link in the chat, and I will also try to give you the correct QR code while my program is bringing me up the QR code. Oh, I know what's happening. I would like to ask my lovely colleagues to set this live immediately. And don't let you wait. That's why it's not working. Lovely beaders, can you please set this, lovely team, can you please set this live? Thank you so much. And in the meantime, I would like to show you the Let Me Bloom Neumann clasp. This type of clasps is actually my absolute favorite when there are more points to connect to the clasp than just 1 or 2 strands of beads. The reason why I love it so much is because it's possible to hang something at the bottom, and I love hanging the pendant itself if I use it in a necklace. But also, in this case, we will have some extra components included with your clasp. And so you have here 2 pearls, a 1-hole pearl, like a full-hole pearl, and a half-drilled pearl, and also a hat pin and a little bead cap. So this is really magic, ladies, because you can personalize your clasp. It will later be available also separately, but you will need to wait for it a little bit. So what you need to do, that you put the full-hole pearl on the hat pin, then you add the bead cap, and it's already super cute. And then with your round nose pliers, you can form a loop and hang it at the bottom of the clasp. And then there is 1 more smaller pearl included here. And you need to be careful to turn it with the hole towards the clasp, and you can glue it to the middle. And we selected for it 2 colors. You will receive one or the other in your box. So you will receive 1 clasp and 1 set of pearls. And it will be either the pearlescent peacock or the pearlescent purple. And we happen to know that these are some of your favorite pearl colors from Preciosa. So the pearls that we included, they are from the Preciosa Crystal Factory, the highest quality that you can have. And Niti says, I'm already in love. And Kimberly says, I love how the clasp is both gold with some antique dark colors inside. And Andy is here with us, and they are taking care of the box. So I think it's very special. And later from the bead shop, you will also be able to grab other colors for the pearls. And I love it that it is so rich with cubic zirconia crystal. Sorry, these are not cubic zirconia. These are a different kind of crystal. I believe from the manufacturer that we can't mention ever again. And Andy, thank you so much. And indeed, this is my fault. We didn't agree about it. I thought that I already put the QR code there. And Nancy says, wow, the peacock color pearl is my favorite. Love the clasp. And Kimberly says that the box is live now. Thank you so much, Auntie and everyone. But let's see what else do we have here, because this box is just as beautiful and just as bottomless as the shamrock lock was that I mentioned before. Another piece that I grabbed is just as special, and I really wanted to include this to mark how special our collaboration with the Preciosa Crystal Factory is. And this is actually a little bit of sneak peek into what's coming later during the year, because as Beading School is growing together with the community, we can make more and more creative ideas happen thanks to you. And, well, very, very interesting things are coming in the near future. And as a little teaser of those interesting things, you will receive 4 pieces of super tiny 4x6mm Preciosa Baroque pears in a metal claw settings. Those of you who know the Shamrock Lock box, you are familiar with this because we had the beautiful emerald color included, and now it's time for amethyst. And these are so tiny and sparkly, so many facets, such a depth of the color, and lovely. There is a fire inside in the Preciosa crystals that you can clearly see how high the quality is, even through the video, I think. And these can become parts of bezels. Imagine them on the edge of a 27mm cabochon, for example, but also they can become part of a mandala style motif, for example. Only thing that you need to be careful how you attach them, because there is only 1 pair of holes and not 2 pairs of holes in the metal claw settings. So you need to apply some tips and tricks that I included in one of the tutorials that can be yours together with the box. And Kimberly says, does not look like the usual amethyst, they shine. And Miriam says, Preciosa has the most beautiful crystals. It is nice you have more and more from them. Dear Miriam, I'm so happy that you appreciate it, and this is thanks to you, ladies. And Terry says, very regal. And Faye says, the green ones were so pretty, and amethyst are gorgeous. But let's see what else do we have here. So thanks to our intense collaboration with the Preciosa Crystal Factory, very often we are the first ones in the whole beading world, including all the big bead suppliers in the US and everywhere, who can show you the new colors or sometimes other novelties. And this was the case also now in the early spring, when Preciosa introduced 2 new colors, the mint green and the antique pink. And this time we included 6 pieces of gorgeous antique pink Preciosa Chaton roses in the 7mm size. They have many facets. They have a flat back, so they can be glued easily to bead embroidery. They can be bezeled with square stitch bezels, and they can also be glued to metal components. So they have a very versatile, they have very versatile possibilities to be used in your beadwork. We have actually a whole article written about them on the Beading School blog, where you can expand your knowledge. Then, since birthdays and celebrations truly deserves that extra sparkle, then we also have a big bag of true to 2mm fire polished beads in 24 karat gold plated color. The base color is crystal, and then there is a layer of actual 24 karat gold applied to it. These are made in the Czech Republic. They are tiny fire polished beads. They are just similar to size 11 seed beads. So when you include them in bezels, in embroidery, then thanks to the facets of the fire polished beads and thanks to this royal color, they truly elevate your jewels to luxury level. And I used plenty of these in the design that I'm going to show you a little bit later. The design also includes some 8 times 10 millimeter oval glass cabochons in metal claw settings. And one of my favorite colors is aquamarine shine. And to match everything else, I chose the gold setting. These have 2 pairs of holes. And I love this shade of turquoise. Hands up, ladies, that who likes this shade of turquoise. Tammy says, in the meantime, stunning collection. And Linda says, great, more sparkle. And Faye says, my favorite 2 millimeter fire polished beads. And Nitti loves the tiny crystals. So many possibilities. Nitti, you are always so creative with your bezels and everything. I can't wait to see your own creation with this, maybe. Jen finds it beautiful. Lita says, love them. And Kata says, wonderful shade. And Susie is also here for the party. Susie is asking, what did I miss? Lovely ladies, tell Susie in a comment that what did she miss? What did you like about the collection so far? Or what did the thoughts that I shared with you resonate? How did the thoughts that I shared with you resonate? And then this sparkly collection also deserves a pair of special earring hoops if you would like to make earrings. I made 2 pendants that you can create from this collection actually, but there will be leftover beads, so maybe you will want to create something of your own, and if that should be a pair of earrings, then I have here a pair of earring hoops set with many, many cubic zirconia crystals. At the bottom there is a loop where you can attach your beads, beaded motif. I also have here one of your absolute favorite components, the 4 millimeter chaton montes. The color is ruby in gold setting, and we included 20 pieces of this. And I think they go so well with the aquamarine shine ovals. From the shaped beads, because of course the signature collection is not only about the colors, but it is also representing or friends manufacturers. So I tried to select something from all of our favorite friends manufacturers, and that means of course also some shaped Czech glass beads. And this time we bring you arrow beads in the jet bronze color. We played with the arrow beads during the Fairy Forest collection, and let's see, there might be more designs with them. And Hannah says, the purple flatbacks are perfect for my embroidery on my ultra suite, which arrived today. Fantastic, Hannah. Enjoy it very much. And Miriam says, the chaton montes look like berries combined with the other colors. And indeed, you are so right, Miriam. Another component that I love playing with are the preciosa round rondelles, and this time we have a bag, 10 pieces of amethyst color in a golden setting. The rondelles are made of metal, and then there are tiny crystals set all around. And I especially love them when I put them between two 4mm preciosa bicon beads. They look so cute, or 3mm preciosa bicon beads. And as I mentioned, I absolutely love including something nice from each of our favorite manufacturers. And of course, it means that we have to have a historic filigree in the collection. And this is a shape that gives us many, many possibilities. So it does have one loop at the top or at the bottom, depends how you look at it, and 3 on the other side. You can actually also glue one of the chaton roses to it if you would like to give it more sparkle. And my imagination with this was that you can either hang it at the bottom of a pendant and then attach some drops, for example, or you can use it as a connector. The pendant can go at the bottom. The necklace can be attached to the side loops, and then you can either chip off the middle one or you can decorate it with something from your stash. Fire polished beads we also always need, and there are never enough shades of turquoise, so we have now a bag of 3mm fire polished beads in Persian turquoise. This is a deeper shade of turquoise green, and I think it looks very nice also with the antique pink, but also with the golden shades in the box. And Martina says that the filigree looks like a little Christmas tree. I think she's very right. And I see that you already noticed that there are many, many preciosa crystals in this box. Well, there is something special coming your way, ladies. I know how much you love when we bring you a new shade of 3mm preciosa bicon beads in the 2xAB coating. Those are incredibly rare because Preciosa normally does not include them in their regular selection. But since the beading school community grew so much, then luckily we can order them custom made for you, because we know that even the huge amount that we have to order will be appreciated by our dear beaders. And this time I bring you amethyst 2xAB. And of course we have the other amethyst shades that it will match with wonderfully, but also it goes together perfectly with the rest of the box. Then there is another, like the check-shaped beads, they come from different manufacturers, not only one. So we have several partners in Jablonec, and one of them, they are famous for historic shapes that they are reviving. And recently, I discovered this eye-shaped bead, and the color is luster turquoise with green gold paint. And I thought, like, we absolutely have to have this in the signature collection for you. So these are pretty big. And in my imagination, they would be perfect for earrings. Imagine them with the beautiful hoops. But also, if you have a pendant, then it can be part of the necklace strand. Oh, and Marcy says that she would also love to see more faceted round crystals. I will for sure remember that, dear Marcy, and thank you for letting us know. And Linda says, I love purple, so the bicon will be cherished. And Angelina says, incredible new oval beads. Once, sometime in the past, Miriam said that slender bugles should be included in all collections that we bring you. And indeed, it was time to return to them. So I have for you a bag of slender bugles from Miyuki in light topaz AB. They stand for yellow, for positivity, with a slight pink shine. And for me, it looks like sunshine on a warm, summery day. What do you think, ladies? And Zuzi says, these pressed beads you got us recently are so precious. And Kata thinks that they would be nice to use in embroidery. And Ginny joined us. And Zuzi said, I would just hang those pressed beads with a 3mm Preciosa bicon beads to add sparkle. Then we also have here more Miyuki, and these are size 6 Miyuki beads in Duracoat galvanized magenta. And of course, to be able to make the beaded jewels that I have prepared for you, we also have here seed beads. I will start with size 11. It's Duracoat galvanized Capri Blue. Then I have here a bag of Miyuki Delicas in size 11, and it's a 24 karat pink gold iris AB. And this is from the same family as the Miyuki Delicas in the Shamrock Lock box. And they also play with these iridescent shades, and they are so incredibly beautiful. Like, look at them with the turquoise, look at them with the glass ovals, look at them with the antique pink. I think this is my favorite, the antique pink with these Delicas. But also we always need size 15 Miyuki seed beads, and this time I have 2 colors for you. Duracoat galvanized gold for the festive spirit, and then something very, very special. Ladies, I have for you a bag of bright sterling silver plated Miyuki size 15s. This is a bit smaller amount, but to spruce up your designs and to really give them a special feel, this will be perfect. And Linda says, I love the iris gold Delicas. And Miriam likes the combination of it with the pink and the gold. And Kimberly says, the gold iris line of Miyuki is a dream. And Angelina says, peak of luxury. Well, ladies, I have here something more that I think is the peak of luxury. And I'm pretty sure that you recognize the pink little baggies that I am holding in my hand. So, lovely ladies, I think you are very familiar by now with our beading school art cabochons. They are handcrafted in our own atelier, handcrafted to perfection. They are fired multiple times, they are sanded to precision, they go through very, very rigorous quality control. Recently, we developed a completely new technique how they can be decorated. This new technique brings us possibilities for so rich details that were not being possible before. So lovely ladies, I have here 3 bags, and I'm pretty sure you can guess why. There are 3 beading school art cabochons hiding in the 3 bags. And the basic variation of the box, it will contain 1 random color. However, this time, since last year, in the previous years when we had something like this, that there were alternating colors, then you asked for the possibility to have them all or to make sure that you have a specific color. So there are now 2 possibilities to get the box. So either you receive 1 cabochon and the color of that is random, or you can opt for all 3 cabochons. So you have the purple, pink, you have the turquoise, and my favorite, this sunshiny yellow. So these are the 3 lacy flower cabochons. They are smaller than the round cabochons that we had recently. They are about 26-27 millimeter, so they are perfect for the sashiko pattern that you know from the past, perfect for a very decorative turtle, and all the other tutorials that we developed in the past for that smaller size. What is absolutely magical about them, that when I peyote bezeled one of these, then I discovered that it can be done with a starting number of 64 Miyuki delicas. And my heart always skips a beat when there are 64 delicas in a peyote bezel, because then it can be divided to 32, to 16, to 8, to 4, to 2. So it's very easy to create a mandala-shaped, a flower-shaped pendant. So this is how they look like. They have a flat back as always. And indeed, perfect Estefan cabochon, as Miriam says. Nancy says, those cabs are fantastic. And indeed, we are so, so, so proud of them. Nitti will go for the 3 cabochon version of the box. Anna is asking if the art cabochons will be available separately. They are stunning. Later, but like getting the 3 cabochon version, it is like a really, really good deal. And Perry says, that's exactly what I was hoping for, a cabochon to use with the sashiko pattern I bought some time ago. These are perfect for it. Magic number, as Belinda says. And what I also love about it, that the pattern in it has 4 or 8 points. So I know that Nitti, for example, loves to develop patterns where there are 4 repetitions. So then you can align the pattern with the lacy flower of the cabochon. But now I would also like to show you what kind of jewels can you make from the box. So we have one tutorial that you can choose, or if you go for the 3 cabochon version, then it will be a gift on top of your box, and it's called the Let Me Bloom pendant. And I think it's unapologetically it's a word I can't pronounce, blingy, and a very special pendant. It came together so easy, and holding it in my hand feels very special. So I hope that you will love it just as much as I do. So this is how it looks like. You can see it on a picture and also on the video. The tutorial includes the pendant, but not the pendant holder part. And I am very happy with how it came together. The Baroque pearls, they look like as if they were floating above the other beads, and all the colors, even if there are so many different colors in it, they just come together so nicely in an elegant way. And Ginny asks, does the clasp have a turquoise pearl in the center? Dear Ginny, you can have either the turquoise or the purple version. And thank you so much, everyone, for loving those new cabochons. So this is the Let Me Bloom pendant. And this is the one that you can opt for immediately with your box. But besides that, I have some very special things prepared for you. First I will show you the other colorway I tested it with. Proof beaded it with some leftovers from my shamrock lock box in green and gold and matte silver. So this is how it looks like in a different color. But this is the one that you can bead. You can bead from the box right away. And lovely ladies, we have prepared some super nice gifts for you this week. Just a moment, I will switch back to my face camera so I can explain it better. Just a moment. So I'm back with you, ladies. Can you please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me? So Kimberly likes the green one actually of the pendant. Sherry says that it's stunning. And Elena, the bail this time is not part of the tutorial, just the pendant itself. Angelina says that both versions are stunning. And Marcy says that she can see me and hear me. So all is well. So birthdays are a time to spoil ourselves and also to spoil those that we love. So we would love to spoil you ladies, and that's why we prepared many gifts for you this week. So we have different gifts. So everyone who places an order during the Beadingschool birthday celebration, and that means that between today's and between next week's Coffee Time with Erika, will receive a little sparkly bag in turquoise fuchsia or kind of like pink or yellow. So that goes for everyone who places an order requiring shipping, no matter how big or how small. Important is that it needs to be between Coffee Time and Erika and between Coffee Time with Erika. Next one is on the 6th of May, and it needs to include something that we need to ship to you. Lizette asks still about the bail. I don't have the tutorial for that yet. I will need a little bit extra time, so I think I will upload it separately as a gift, the little bail. So I apologize, but I could not make it on time actually, but it will be coming. So that is the first option, to have a nice gift. It doesn't matter how big or small your order is. But then Elena asks for the sashiko tutorial. Can you please send us an email to info@beadingschool.com? Thank you so much. Then the next level of gifts. If you decide to place an order for 100 euros, or actually this time it will be possible to collect orders. So it does not have to be one order, but this is an exception. It can be like several orders. Then automatically, already from 100 euros, 115 dollars or 85 pounds on top of that sparkly bag, we will automatically bump up your package to UPS or FedEx. So I think it's pretty amazing. And we will be collecting your orders just as during Advent until next week's Coffee Time with Erika, and then we start shipping afterwards, so everyone will have a designated place. And if you reach 100 euros, $115 or 85 pounds, then your order gets automatically shipped with UPS or FedEx. We would like to show you how absolutely amazing it is that once the package, the shiny package, leaves the Beading School treasury, then no matter where you live in the world, in Japan, in Taiwan, in Peru, or in Alaska, we ship to all those countries, by the way, regularly, or Iceland, or South Africa, or Costa Rica, then you will receive your package in a matter of only a few days. And this is something that we could make happen, again, thanks to the power of the Beading School community. Because of course, now that these shipping companies see that there are so many beaders waiting for shiny packages all over the world, then they could offer us a bit better terms in our contracts. So we would like to thank you for this and give this back to the community. Then we will have one more gift that you can have, and that's on top of the free FedEx, and that's on top of the shiny package. So if you will reach with your orders until next week's Coffee Time with Erika, 200 euros, $230, or 170 pounds, then, of course, free FedEx or UPS. Then the sparkly package that I mentioned, it will come in all three colors. And I will also have another tutorial for you. So if you have at least 200 euros, $230, or 170 pounds, then you will also receive a tutorial where you can use the lacy flower cabochon from the signature collection. So as I said, it shows you how to peyote bezel this, how exactly I closed it a bit on the back, and how I created this kind of like, I call it the butterfly flower pendant. So how I created the decoration all around, including the arrow beads, including the size 6 Miyukis, and so on. So to receive these gifts, the levels are €100, $115, 85 pounds for the free FedEx or UPS, and €200, $230 and £170 for free FedEx, 3 colors of the gifts, and the tutorial. And Lita, this time we are collecting orders, so you didn't miss it. And Miriam has a good thought that maybe there will be more surprises coming this week. So lovely ladies, actually, tomorrow we will have an extra coffee time with Erika, and just as last year, Chloe Menage of Pink Hot Jewelry will join me, and she is the greatest, most creative person to talk to, and she will ask me about beading school history and about plans, about our art cabochons, and of course also you can ask your own questions. So tomorrow, there will be an extra coffee time with Erika at the usual time, together with Chloe. And then in 2 days, we will have again a surprise. No one has to be alone this time. Zuzi's pattern. So there will be a different approach now than our usual. You will not know what are we going to bead. You already have the material list on the No One Has to Bead Alone page and in the blog article. I will put here the link of the blog article so you can collect your beads for it. However, the motif will unfold on your bead mats as we are beading together. You will not know in advance what are we going to make. Last year we did it already and it was super, super fun and I can't wait. And Bernadette is asking if the tutorials will be available separately. The butterfly flower, the yellow cabochon one, it will be available. I believe it will be available for €14. The other one, the Let Me Bloom, for a while it will not be available. For a while it will be available only with the signature collection of 2025. And this week, as I said, we will collect your orders in the Beading School Treasury. And you can always choose the Join with Order in Progress option to signal that you would like us to collect it. But you can also, if you need something sooner, then you can also go for the other shipping options, and then we will know that you need it faster. Linda asks if I can give a hint about the jewel, and in my opinion, it suits the most if it will become an earring or a pendant. It will be super fun. And I have also a very important notice from the Treasury that I need to share for you. So during the birthday celebration week, there are many, many surprises and gifts that we prepared. And you can collect your orders. And we will start shipping your birthday goodies on the 15th of May, together with your next Beading School Academy team boxes. And we will upgrade your packages to FedEx or UPS whenever it is possible. But also, if you need something sooner, then communicate with us, leave us a message, put it in the order that you need it sooner. So then the Treasury ladies know that you have very urgent beading needs. During the Beading School birthday celebrations, we will also have a day dedicated to the Beading School team, so you can get to know us better. You can ask questions. We will all introduce ourselves a little bit more. And you will know that, for example, when your order was packed by someone, that who is that person, so it will feel even more personal. And we will also have, tomorrow is History Day. On Thursday we will have the surprise no one has to bead alone. Saturday it will be a great day. On Saturday you can visit the treasury. Beading School Club members and Beading School Academy students will receive a special link. So you will find it either in the Beading School Club or in the Beading School Academy virtual classroom. And through those links, you can join a Zoom session and talk to the treasury ladies and look around in the treasury. So it will be super special. We will also dedicate a day to our Beading School beaders, and some of our members actually prepared tutorials for you, and I'm so grateful to you stepping up. You will know a little bit later that who those members were. And we would like to say thank you to everyone who contributes with tutorials, with sharing jewels, with comments, with likes, everything that you do, every kind of activity. And then we will also have a day dedicated to our friends designers. And Eve was asking if we have a written program of the whole birthday week, because it is a lot, and indeed we do have one, so I already posted the link. So lovely ladies, do you have any questions left or anything that you would like to add? Or Andy or Susie, if you are here and you think that I need to share something else, then please let me know. But most importantly, I would like to thank everyone who is here with us week by week, Tuesday by Tuesday, Thursday by Thursday, and keep up the spirit of the Beading School community with your positivity, with your creativity, and with your never-ending compassion. Thank you, lovely ladies, for everything. Beading School is here thanks to you, each and every one of you. Take good care of yourselves. Let yourselves bloom. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I can't wait to see your new jewels. And I can't wait to see what other kinds of adventures await us together in the future. Bye bye, lovely ladies.